Welcome to the Business Finance Bulletin, episode 259. Welcome again to the latest Business Finance Bulletin. With me, Rob Warlow from Business Loan Services, the commercial finance experts. In this bulletin, challenger banks come of age, insurance policy limits risk of signing personal guarantees, and G4S called out as a late payer by the Small Business Commissioner. Over the many years that I've been doing this Business Finance Bulletin, I've mentioned the term challenger banks on many occasions. Now, challenger banks were the new lenders that rose out of the ashes of the credit crunch, starting from around 2008, when the high street banks really stopped lending, particularly to small businesses. So those challenger banks came in to fill that gap. Well, here we are now in 2019, and those challenger banks are starting to become of age. One of those examples is Aldermore Bank. Now, Aldermore established in May 2009, and so they've just celebrated their 10th anniversary. So what have Aldermore achieved over those 10 years? Well, they have become quite a tour de force, particularly in the business side. So they've lent over £3 billion in business finance over that 10-year period. Residential mortgages as well, they've lent over £9 billion. They now have 100,000 savers and about 1,000 employees. So you can see they're becoming quite a significant force in terms particularly of business finance. What can they do for businesses? Well, they offer a range of asset finance facilities, commercial mortgages, invoice discounting, and business savings accounts as well. So if you are on the lookout for a kind of different way of doing banking, then certainly check out Aldermore Bank, and their website is aldermore.co.uk. Alternatively, drop us an email, info@businessloanservices.co.uk, and we can help guide you through the process. So happy birthday, Aldermore Bank, and here's to the next 10 years. If you're a director of a limited company, I'm sure you've come across a situation where your company's raising finance and the lender says to you, "Hey, thanks very much, Dave. I'd like a personal guarantee from you." Now, often many business owners that we speak to think, hang on a second, you're looking to raise finance for me in a limited company name. It's a separate legal entity. Why do I need to sign a personal guarantee? Well, the bank or the lender, they want to tie you in to share the risk. So what happens is, if the limited company fails to pay, doesn't have sufficient assets to pay off the borrowing, the lender will then come to you under your personal guarantee. And obviously that is a risk. It can potentially put your personal assets at risk. So what can you do? Well, many business owners don't realize you can actually take out an insurance policy against that personal guarantee being called upon. The real only provider in this market is Purbeck Insurance. Now, they will provide an insurance policy whereby if that guarantee is called upon, they can insure you for up to a maximum of 80% of the value of that guarantee, up to a maximum of £400,000. There's different kind of coverage ratios depending on whether the debt is secured or unsecured, but it really can provide you as a business owner with a bit of peace of mind that if your guarantee is called upon, at least you've got an insurance policy covering it. So if you want to know more about that, go along to Purbeck's website, which is purbeckinsurance.co.uk, and there you'll find out more information about how that policy can work. In recent bulletins, I've been sharing success stories from the Small Business Commissioner's Office in terms of obtaining payment due on late invoices on behalf of small businesses. Now, the Small Business Commissioner's Office was set up with the sole purpose of helping businesses and being a mediator where invoices were overdue. So what's the latest one here? Well, the Small Business Commissioner has just called out G4S as being a late payer. So what's the background? Well, in December 2018, a small business owner decided to go to the Small Business Commissioner's Office asking for help on an unpaid invoice from G4S totaling £31,880. The contract that they'd entered into with G4S stipulated a 60-day payment term, but G4S had ignored that. So the Small Business Office got in touch with G4S, and lo and behold, on the day of the complaint, the invoice was paid. However, the Commissioner didn't leave it there. They really forced G4S to take a look at systems and processes, and were able to show that late payment was an habitual problem within the business, and so they've legitimately called out G4S and named and shamed them. So a real good success story there. So if you are in battle with a larger business and you want some help from the Commissioner, all you have to do is go along to their website, which is smallbusinesscommissioner.gov.uk/complaint-criteria, and there you'll find that criteria on whether you'll be eligible to claim and a link in which to make your claim. Alternatively, you could just email them straight with your complaint, which is inquiries@smallbusinesscommissioner.gov.uk. What's it for another bulletin? As ever, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a like and a share. So that's it. Look forward to being with you again next time. In the meantime, have a great, successful and profitable week.